Yeah, solid professional effort from our group tonight. They thought they took care of business. Midway's actually given a couple of Division One teams some issues, so pleased with the way we performed. We had another surprise. Zach woke up this morning and didn't feel well, so we left him away from the arena. But I thought our guys came in, did a good job of absorbing some of those minutes.
You think Zach will be okay for Saturday?
I hope so. I hope so. Not sure how bad it is yet.
You think Josh is starting to get some of that, pre-injury confidence in himself, and just as he's had more and more games to kind of play?
Yeah, Josh is a good player. I think he's got to navigate that burden of expectation. He's been out essentially 2 years and wants to get back to form. In a hurry to do so. We're in a hurry to have him do so. And he's such a conscientious young man. I think, but each game he gets a little better. And our guys are trusting him and RJ some more. TJ Drain's coming too. We're just a work in progress, especially at the post position. But I felt like it was a great opportunity with Zach not being there to get some of those guys some decent minutes.
After last week at Raleigh, did it feel good just to get out there in the quarter game, kind of get that taste out of your mouth?
John, it's been a long 6 days. We aren't as bad as we played, and NC State had a ton to do with that. But if you get stuck on one game or one performance, whether it's really good or really poor, you'll have a really long season. This has always been a program that we were going to be process-oriented and not outcome-based. And, again, I felt like our guys came to practice the next day with a sense of urgency and a joy. And, you only get to put on that uniform so many times when you're a collegiate. And that's like you got to have a great sense of gratitude. Who was especially representative of that tonight was Xander Yates. I thought, he hadn't played great, turned it over a couple of times against NC State. He had 3 really good days of practice, and I thought his voice was terrific and did a good job playing as well.
I was going to ask you about the team's response since the game in Raleigh. Do you feel like they responded the way you wanted them to in practice the last few days?
Yeah, again, John, we didn't see NC State coming. We beat Coppin, pretty good. That's a Division I team, and then you lose by as much as you win by, and then we have tonight. So it's the extreme variance at the schedule. And again, I'm the one that agreed to the game. So, but I'll go back to what we talked about in the preseason. The field of 68 we had to do. The only dates that we could do it were the ones that were at the beginning of the season. We had committed 2 years ago to the ESPN Invitational. So there's 5 of your 11. And we had to slot NC State in when they wanted it, and Dayton when they wanted it. So the only games we really had control of were the non-ones in Coppin. So hard to figure out, hey, when's your team going to be playing at its best and who's going to be injured. If I could predict those, it would have been because if we flipped it, if we would have opened at NC State and lost by 40 and would have beat FAU and Charleston last week, everybody would be excited. But this is a team that I think has got the best basketball ahead of them. And the great thing is they're still connected. I think it's really hard, especially when you're burdened by the result or the preseason stuff. None of that stuff matters. What matters is our continued trajectory that is hopefully going to go upward, especially after we have a downspin for a minute.
So Isaiah's not on crutches. Have you gotten a further answer on him yet?
He's no longer day-to-day. He's out indefinitely. I'll be surprised if we get him back. It's tragic for him. My heart goes out for him because, he's sat out more than he's played, about 3 or 4 times more than he's played. So, let's keep praying for him. And what I love about Zay, though, he's invested, encouraging, communicating. He's like another coach. So, really proud of him for that. But, man, a lot of empathy for what he's going through.
Would you say he's out for the season or a chance he might come back later?
No, he's out for the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last chance in non-conference play against Dayton on Saturday. What are you hoping to see out of your guys as you prepare to turn the page to conference selection?
Just being more in our identity. Like Coach Grant is tremendous. Like he's Dayton. I mean, Will Wade referred to him as a high major. So they've got a successful program that has a great following. They'll sell out. It'll be a good experience for our guys, and it'll be in NC State, who I asked Bill Smith what their record was going in, their non-conference record going in our game. It was 71-2 in non-conference play in the last 7 years. So 2 teams got out of there with wins. And Dayton, I don't know what their home record is, but it's something similar. So we will have been tested on the road, and I just want our response to be better. I want to be more competitive. We're showing up to with an expectation, and that's been reflective of this program for years, and it's going to continue to be.